I thank everybody for joining in to the Law Talk Radio. Today we're just going to talk briefly about the Anthony Brown kid. From what I can see on tape and film, he fights through the ball, got a great vision, aggressive off the snap. A few things that I like to see as well in the collegiate level is how many times, how long was he a starter? Do he fight well through adversities and that sort of thing. But what I see is that he's an average height as far as cornerback, but what he brings in is phenomenal. He's very quick off the snap. He can play press man coverage for his size. As far as comeback and recovery speed, he's great on the off the snap. A few things that I like to see as well from him is that his ability to play zone. He's a zone. He can play in a zone coverage as well. His extra element to the team, as far as the Dallas Cowboys, is that the fact that he can actually play special team, and we all know that that's where the bread and butter at on most occasions, because there are three phases of the game, and your special team can win or lose in any scenario. But his speed is his major draw. Not draw in a negative sense, but in positive. I would say that was his joker card. If you're playing spades, he got that trump card there in his pocket. Now, as far as technique wise, he plays well off the ball, off the snap. He fights through his receiver. That's another thing that you like to see in any scenario when it comes down to cornerback or defensive back as well. Now, given the fact that we don't have an aggressive defensive line or defensive end, I just don't know how they're going to play, whether or not they're going to be fresh or healthy. But as far as the Dallas Cowboys concerned, I don't see a lot of pressure that's going to be given, so he may have to trail or follow his receiver. I don't know whether or not they're going to put him in the slot. I don't know if he's twitchy enough to be in the slot. From what I can see, he can play all of those positions there too as well. But at the same time, the slot receiving or defensive side of it is probably be best suited for him versus playing him out to the outside when you got the Brandon Carrs of the world and Morris Claiborne out there. Just experiences alone will grant them the starting position. Now, granted, and I mean granted, if he's able to make a spark during his off season, as far as preseason game, then hopefully we'll see him out there on the field more often than none. But a few things that I like to see as well when you're talking about a defensive back is what is his debating skills are. You know, this is something that comes down the line. As we all know, Deion Sanders was one of the greatest baiters of all time, baiting the quarterback to throw on that side of the field. Now, I did see that a lot in the film, whereas he'll play off from a receiver, and the quarterback would think that they have the clear lanes to pass the ball on that side, but bam, he jumps right up and snatches the ball out of the air. So that I don't know whether or not it's going to be able to transfer to the NFL level, but only time will tell. And it's just trickery, you know. You talking about Purdue football. You just don't know whether or not his speed, his temperament is going to translate to the NFL level. Only thing that we can do at this time is just wait and see, you know. But that's something to just take a look at here altogether. Kind of like the kid. He plays pretty well, like I say, off the snap, can fight through the ball. Just have that sense of, I want to say a sense of, let's just say a sense of, instincts. That's the word to use. The instincts. Those things that something that you just can't coach. You can't coach 4.3 speed. You can't coach 4.4 speed. And the only thing that you can probably sort of kind of combat or compel with would be the recovery aspect of it. And that's something that you probably can coach up. How quick did you can recover from, you know, an injury or play smart enough to know where the ball is going. It's kind of sort of like driving a car down a known highway, right? You get in your car, you know where the exit is at. and you kind of already know the flow of the traffic. And basically, when you are in a high traffic area, you pretty much want to know what's behind you, so that you can have a free lane that you can always jump over or glide over to, just in case if someone is driving too slow or driving too fast on the other side. And that's what the good cornerbacks or defensive backs in this league knows how to do. They have that lane that they can always go to when they know they know the temperament of the game. They know what down and out distance it is. They know the wide receiver's tendencies or the slot receiver tendencies, and they give them that little cushion, that just enough cushion, so that they can jump the route. Now, Deion Sanders, now I'm not calling Anthony Brown a Deion Sanders, no way in life, but what I'm saying is that speed that he got and the skill set that he has, he does bait the quarterback into throwing into that lane, and he can jump the route. Now, I did see that he can do reverses as well, and the only reason why they probably put him on reverse is because of his speed. Like I said, you can't coach speed, you can't coach those instincts. The things that you can coach will be like the recovery and technique and stuff like that, which he does show somewhat good techniques. Now, not saying that he's going to boss or be able to hold his ground against receivers of like Dez Bryant's of the world or Julio Jones. I'm not saying that he's that type of cornerback, but he may can just hold him off and this sort of thing if time permits, But outside of that, 7 times out of 10 or 6 times out of 10, Dez Bryant would just eat this guy up. Or one can argue 9 times out of 10, maybe 10 out of 10. Just don't know about his size and weight and all that stuff. But he do have good recovery speed, and he got good quickness and got good vision. And those are things that you want to take a look at when you're talking about a defensive back in the NFL. Now, we just don't know whether or not Purdue or his skill set will translate to the NFL level. But what we can see is that he is a good pick for the Cowboys, and hopefully he can stay healthy and get the ball rolling in the right direction. I thank everybody for your time. That's been my time on Anthony Brown. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. May God bless until I see you guys on the other end. How about them Cowboys? I'm out. Peace.